is a beautiful morning in the capital, Thursday, the 2nd of April, 2026. Greetings to you, the lovely GIC viewers and listeners within and beyond the borders of the Republic of Namibia, and a very warm welcome to the Government Information Center studio in the heart of the nation's capital. For this morning session, I will be your host. My name is Helene Felipes Hamunyela, and the menu this morning, we are unpacking the AMDIN conference. Now, as is the norm, I'd like to pause here and extend a warm invitation to you, Namibia, to be part of this conversation by following the discussion on our social media platforms, where we are currently streaming this show live. On Facebook, we are at the Government Information Center, Namibia, and similarly, you can also stream us live on our YouTube channel at the same handles. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, I'm joined in the studio by Mr. Johannes Adutale. He is the Marketing and Business Development Manager at NIPAM, and he's here to help us unpack what the AMDIN conference is all about. Mr. Adutale, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio this morning.
Good morning, Ms. Amniela, and thank you for having me.
All right. Now, Mr. Adutale, to kickstart our discussion this morning, yes, and to give context to our audience, briefly talk to us or explain what the Africa Management Development Institutions Network, shortened AMDIN, is and what this upcoming conference is about.
Yes, thank you. The African Management Development Institute, the network AMDIN, it's an umbrella where for all the MDI, these are Management Development Institute, where NIPAM is a member, where all government institutions, that also aligns to NIPAM. We have MDI from South Africa, from Kenya, Zambia, Zimbabwe, as far as Ghana. So it's a network where all these government institutions come together, that have the same mandate as for NIPAM, which is to transform the public sector through training, consultancy, operational research, and capacity evaluation. So the aim is just for them to be a network where they share knowledge, expertise in areas such as of innovation, and just the best practices, how they are improving public services within their institution. So it's just a membership network for all the government institutions.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much for that background information. And now that we have a clearer picture of what AMDIN is, I'm curious, how did Namibia, through NIPAM, secure this opportunity to host such an important continental conference?
Yes, like I indicated, NIPAM is a member of AMDIN, a paid-up member. There's a fee that each member pays annually. So then our first conference was held last year in April in Ghana, Accra. So during that conference, we also held an AGM meeting where it was agreed that this conference should be held annually and also on the rotational basis. Then NIPAM was then chosen to be the second host. That's how we came about. And then here we are hosting this event on the 18th of May to the 20th of May at NIPAM, where we are expecting all the membership of AMDIN to join us.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much for clarifying that. It's quite exciting for Namibia, right? And now for those that are listening, tuned in right now, our viewers and listeners, and the Namibian nation at large, that would like to be part of this conference, could you briefly walk us through on how people can register and whether there will be any specific requirements required of them?
Yes, AMDIN, like I said, indicated it's a public institution. It's a network where we are going to have a lot of topics such as on innovation, research, in academia, just to see how best we can transform the public sector.
Right.
So the invitation, we have sent out a registration. We have a registration that is going on. It's currently going on, where we expect, we have sent out invitation to institutions for them to participate in this event. The registrations are open, like I indicated, and all the information on how to register. There's also a fee where people are expected to pay for them to register and participate in this event. It will be a crucial event because people will benefit a lot in terms of knowledge sharing, also in terms of partnership and networking. So if you visit our social media platform, or we are busy also with the newspapers, where we are giving out how people to register. The links are all there. You just go on our website, www.nipam.na, and you'll be able to register for this event.
All right. Thank you for that information. Let's now shift gears to the scale of this event. How many countries are expected to attend this conference, and who are some of the key participants that we can expect to see?
Yes, we are expecting, like I said, it's a membership institutions where most countries, like the management development institutes of each countries are members. I indicated like you look at South Africa is a member, Zambia is a member. So we are expecting all those Lesotho countries, all these countries in Africa to participate and to be in Namibia. So we are going to see leaders, the leaders of these institutions,
Right.
yeah, like the executives of them, the policy makers, the researchers, just to see how best they can come to Namibia, and then to be in the same room in this conference, and for us to learn from each other on what kind of research to impact on, and then that will have a positive input, contribute to the economic development of our countries.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Tutale. That is such a diverse group of institutions coming together, right?
Yes, yes.
Like you've mentioned rightfully, the different countries. Now, this conversation, I anticipate, is going to be quite rich.
Yes.
What are some of the key themes that will be discussed during this conference?
We have a lot of themes that we are going to look at. Like I said, the purpose of AMDIN is for these institutions to share ideas on the best practices and how they are improving the public sectors. So as the world is busy evolving and changing, we are looking at kind of themes that speaks to leadership, that speaks to innovation, that speak to governance, and in the area also of research funding. So we are going to have a lot of speakers that are coming from these countries. We have also indicated, we've also look for our leaders that have best practices in public enterprises institutions to come and be speakers on these conferences, whether we have allocated themes on leadership, on governance, on innovation, and research. So those are the kind of themes we're going to look at.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the info. Now, Namibia, if you are just tuning in, you are tuned into a public enterprises information sharing session. And as always, we are coming to you live and direct from the Government Information Center studio here in the heart of the nation's capital, Windhoek. And as earlier mentioned, I am your host. My name is Hileni Philippus Hamunyela, and I'm joined in the studio by the Manager of Marketing and Business Development at NIPAM, and he is known as Mr. Johannes Tutale, and he's here to help us unpack the AMDIN Conference 2026, right? And you too can be part of this conversation by following the discussion on our social media platforms, where we are currently streaming this show live. On Facebook, we are at the Government Information Center -Namibia, or you can also stream us live on our YouTube channel on the same handle, the GIC Namibia, or the Government Information Center -Namibia. Be part of this conversation. And as we continue with our discussion in the studio, Mr. Tutale, now, of course, where there are conversations like this, right, there are opportunities as well.
True.
What kind of partnerships or collaborations do you anticipate emerging from this conference?
Yeah, we expect to see institutions strengthening relationship through memorandum of understanding. If you look at NIPAM's mandate, one area is research. And there's an area that I would say we've not been doing very well. So maybe being in this conference will give us an opportunity to partner and listen to other institutions as they present their cases on how they conduct research, on how they mobilize research funding. And these are the best practices we're going to see how to learn from each other, and maybe to go into a bilateral agreement on how best to learn from them. We also expect to see, because this invitation is extended far as institution of government.
Right.
They will also expect to come and show off their products during this event. Maybe by doing so, they will be able to see some interest that will pick up from the partnership or from the institutions based on the presentation or based on what they are showing off, and the discussion takes from there. So we're going to see a lot of networking, and we are hoping to see a lot of bilateral agreement between the institutions of Namibia and then of the rest of Africa.
Okay. Mr. Tutale, you've briefly touched on there is going to be institutions showcasing their products.
Yes.
Is this going to be an exhibition-like
Yes.
setup?
Yes.
Okay, and in that case, for the viewers and listeners that are interested in showcasing their product, is it for individuals or institutions that have been extended invitations to? And if so, what also then will the cost implication be?
Yes, thank you. We have identified some institutions that are in line with the NIPAM's mandate, and also looking at the mandates of AMDIN itself. And we have extended that invitation. We have written letters to government institution, private institution, and we are seeing a good response. Yet we have also put advert, maybe we have omitted some institutions that are aligned with NIPAM's mandate to come showcase of their offerings. So the call is still out there. There's a registration fee for getting a space for it is 3,000. That gives you an opportunity for you to mingle during those 3 days event, and also gives you access to the gala dinner that we are going to host. Those participants will also be invited to join us for a gala dinner. But yeah, if they can just reach us out and then indicate their product and also their mandate, the door is still open for them to participate in this event.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Until when is the registration open?
Yeah, the event is on the 18th of May to the 20th of May. So the registration, we are expecting, still accepting registration up until the end of April.
Up until the end of April?
Yes.
Okay, and there you said this information is listed on your
On our
social
website.
media, your
Yes.
website and
Yes.
whatnot,
Yes.
or the required documents and whatnot.
True.
All right, thank you so much. Now, bringing it closer to home, how has the response been so far from the public and the institutions that you've extended invitations to? And perhaps if you can just update us on the registration interest of the conference.
Yeah, thank you. Based on the update, we have seen a good response from the invitations that we have received, which we have extended. So far, when we're doing a check with the team, we saw that about 200 people have registered so far, and we are trying to see. We are going to see more people coming on board. The registration is still open. We still just encourage the public out there who have interest in attending this conference to participate. It's going to be a knowledge sharing event, a lot to tap out. So you're going to have these great leaders in the one room. We are likely going to learn a lot and tap in their wisdom and how best to transform the public sector. So I think we are getting a good response, and we are very optimistic about the event.
All right. Now, Mr. Tutale, for the benefit of my viewers and listeners that are tuned in right now, I know you briefly touched on it earlier, but you never know who may be listening right now.
Yes.
You've mentioned it's a 3,000 registration fee. Is this for an individual or an institution, or is it both?
This is for an exhibition, 3,000
Okay.
for an institution.
Okay.
We have for fees also for students. Like if you look at some questions during this event is to say we have extended these invitations to as far as students are schooling at UNAM, NAST, that are busy with their thesis, and they would want to come and present it.
Right.
So we also made room for them. And as far as academians that would want to present their topic, there is a fee on that for them. So I think the encouragement is just to be on our social media platform to get all this
information. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for clarifying that. Now, of course, government plays a critical role in initiatives like this. You've clearly indicated that it's institutions from different countries that will be converging here in the capital city. How will the Office of the Prime Minister then and other government institutions be involved in this very important conference?
Yes, I think if you look at Prime Minister plays a crucial role. It's one of the key stakeholders of NIPAM. And NIPAM being a prestator in the line ministry, the reporting line, it's the Prime Minister's office. The Prime Minister's office is at the heart of ensuring that service delivery within the country is around the whole corner. It's reached the whole corner of the country. So they are crucial in this. They've been invited, and they will also be part of this AMDIN. Looking at all government institutions, I think we all have the same interest in ensuring that service delivery has reached our citizenship in a nice manner. Therefore, the extension of this or their participation in this event will be very, very crucial.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Now, as we conclude our brief discussion for this morning, institutions, researchers, organizations that would like to participate more actively, how can they then get involved, particularly when it comes to submitting abstracts as well as securing exhibition spaces?
Yes, we have written letters, invitations directly to these institutions that we feel like they must attend this event. Mm-hmm. Like we spoke of the academia institutions such as NIPA, such as NAST, UNAM, and IUM. We have written to say there's an opportunity for their professors, from their doctors, to come and present their abstract at this event. Or the students that are studying, whether it's they are doing their MBA or they are doing their first degree, and they would want to showcase the interest of their topic that they are studying to the world, to the rest of Africa. We also extend, like on the exhibition side, where they are going to show off their products, showcase their products. Also, it also exemplifies UNAM, can also do that. So the closing date, like I indicated, is the 30th of April for them to submit their abstract and their research papers.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And then finally, Mr. Tutale, what is your word of encouragement to your expected guests or attendees for this conference?
It's going to be a great event, and I just encourage everyone out there that have interest in this event to participate. We are going to expect a lot of people coming from different countries, diversity in terms of knowledge, and then we are going to learn a lot, networking. So it's really crucial for us to take up this opportunity and to ensure that we attend and contribute to the development in terms of the public sector, transforming the public sector together.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, Namibia, we have come to the end of our brief discussion here at the Government Information Center this morning. We were talking the AMDIN conference that is going to be taking place between the 18th and the 20th of May 2026 here in Windhoek. I've been your host. My name is Helene Felipe Samunyala. From myself and the entire GIC production crew, until next time, take care.